Anthony Santander
Leading
at the
off tonight
plate.
for Toronto, the designated hitter, Anthony Santander.
Just off the outside edge. And the home opener is underway. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss as he was late.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. And now it's Dalton Varsho. That one at triple digits. And that's outside. Ball one.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Andujar makes his way towards it. And there are 2 outs. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bobby Witt Jr. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL/NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
Witt tries to hold up, appeal to first, and Matthew Ross right on it, says he held up. A little bit low. 3-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Count is 3-2.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
That one missing inside. Chris, with that distraction and the speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way.
Bichette tossed to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Vinny Pasquantino in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it one-hops the wall. And in at second with an RBI double.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. In there. And so now 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and stepping in is the speedy Andres Gimenez. And he drops it down the 3rd baseline. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Inside, just missed.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Way back there. And that is a foul ball. Struck him out looking. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. And
Ball,
ball
that's off
one.
the plate.
Barger batting sixth in today's lineup. And he's usually a third baseman, but today starting in the outfield. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits.
Well, this probably feels like a day off a little bit, going from that hot corner where you got to be on your toes every single pitch to being able to relax a little bit and have more time to react in the outfield.
Swings and misses. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
The left fielder.
And now it's going to be Taylor Ward. And it finds its way through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Waste no time there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Just missed. Runners on the move. And that one fouled off. Tying run in scoring position here at the top of the second. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The pitch. That one misses. 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close.
Both runners go again. He's under it. And that's the third out. Welcome back. Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City, Missouri, home of the Royals. These fans watched their team reach the postseason last year for the first time since 2015 when they won it all.
And they took a massive step forward with their development, and the numbers back it up. They won 30 more games in 2024 compared to 23.
Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. And first offering is fouled off. The Royals improving by 30 wins may have surprised people around baseball. I think it's a good sign how disappointed they were being eliminated by the Yankees.
You know, Boog, they really believed they were good enough to keep playing in the ALCS and beyond. We'll need to see some more of that confidence this year if they want to make another run in the postseason.
Nicky Lopez stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that keeps the inning alive.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Drew Waters stands in now, looks at that one inside. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2. And another ball. Lopez off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike. So now 2 on and 2 outs. So the Royals batting order turns over. And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Ball 1, no strikes. First and second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swing and a base hit. Lopez on his horse coming home. He'll score. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
2 on, 2 outs. Outside low, 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's down and in. And now a full count.
I got 3 1-2.
Swing and a miss, and that is top half of the third inning. Here's the third baseman, Will Wagner. Skeens back to work, and that misses, and that is ball one. Foul ball there. 101 on the gun, swing and a miss.
1 ball.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Got him swinging. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Back to the top of the lineup, Anthony Santander digs in now. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Larnach hauls it in, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Just missed. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting
1
off
ball,
speed
1
there.
strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Boom,
1
that's
ball,
cheddar,
2
baby.
strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Back here in Kansas City, and now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Swings through that one.
All ones the count.
The other way, and foul ball. Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game. And next up for the Royals, Vinny Pasquantino. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Varsho on the move. And it's caught for the out.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
It's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's Miguel Andujar. He's 0 for 1. Check swing called strike. And it's 0-1.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw him. Boog, the runner at first, needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
On the ground to the left. Bichette tosses to first. That is the inning. And we're back. Start of the 4th. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, these Blue Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
The 0-2. On the ground right side, Lopez. To first, 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Jimenez in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Pitch location right there. Tough to pull that with you and take it towards the first base side of the field.
That misses.
That ball went out.
And the count is 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
And a 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Makes the catch for the second out. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Caught looking his first time up. Ball one on a pitch inside. 2 out, space is empty. Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Comebacker to the mound. On to first, and Bichette is retired. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the fourth, now the third baseman, Michael Garcia. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, these Royals doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Nicky Lopez up to the plate. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Drew Waters stands in. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. This one smoked out to left. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Hit in the air, right field. Barger settles underneath it. Drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, new inning getting started at the plate. Addison Barger. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
Well, these Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Not close with that one. 1-2 to count. Strike 3. Good luck hitting the cover star. Down the left fielder, Taylor Ward. 1 for 1 with a single so far. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Inside just missed.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
Next one misses. The count now 2-2.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Tyler Heineman will hit next. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Heineman measures 5 feet 10 inches, 33 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the inning, here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. And the first offering is not close. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now
Salvi steps into the box
hitter,
now.
Salvador Perez.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Calls it in, and there's 1 away. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. And that drops in for a strike. And that's off the inside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike.
2-1.
In the dirt. To second, and he's out.
When you try to move up on a ball in the dirt, you've got to be sure that it gives you enough time to make it safely. Guess wrong, like we saw here, and you'll pay the price.
3 balls, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone. Here's Trevor Larnach.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Pasquantino off of first with 2 away. Larnach tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Didn't go. Off the mark there. And it's 2-1. Ripped on the ground to second. Jimenez throw to first. And that ends the all set for the top of the 6th. Here's the third baseman, Will Wagner. Schemes back to work. And there's a foul ball. Garcia gets it to first. And a quick out, number 1. Anthony Santander, the next to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
0-2.
Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. 0 for 2 in this one. Larnach on the move. Makes the catch. Inning over. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the right fielder, Miguel Andujar. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Kind of just punched it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Barker makes the play, and there's 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Nicky Lopez.
The second baseman,
He's 2 for 2.
Lopez. Now pitching for the
new pitcher now for the Jays. Brendan Little.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Liner, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
No swing. First and third, 1 down.
Ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's all they'll get. Freddie Fermin steps in for the Royals. Pitching change here, Nick Sandlin.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
There's a swing and a miss. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Late swing, fouled off. Next pitch is outside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Andres Jimenez. Now a drag bunt, third base side, and that's just foul. 1 out, bases empty. That one fouled off. Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And here is Bo Bichette. Cut out and missed at 101. And that is strike 1. Tap foul at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the Royals designated hitter, Salvador Perez. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires over to Guerrero. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Vinny Pasquantino. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got his second double of the game. 1 out, runner at second. So up now for Kansas City, Trevor Larnach. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. And that's too high.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Line to left. Fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. The throw in. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on playing with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
No ball,
Larnach, the runner at second with 1 away. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Hit on the ground to short. Bichette whips it to first. They limit the damage here. Back here in Kansas City. We go to the 8th, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger.
Number 53, Carlos Estevez.
Measures 6 feet 6 inches, 275 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
That's ball 2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Lofton fires over to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Ward now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Witt over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. And now the switch hitting catcher, Tyler Heineman.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Heineman checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And he held back according to Ricky Holiday. 2 outs. And it drops in.
Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And it falls. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Not much you can do about that one on the mound. Made a good pitch inside and jammed him. He just found a way to fight it off the other way and make it work.
Squirts away a little bit. First and second, 2 down. And we're in the top of the 8th. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot. And it remains 2-2. Just off the inside edge. First and second, 2 down. And they're all loaded up.
First base.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Royals, number 60, Lucas Erceg.
And a foul ball. The tying run at the plate. Fought off foul.
Finish him.
The next pitch misses. Going to count 1-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And to the plate for Kansas City, Nick Lofton. Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Stepping in, Dairon Blanco. Late on that fastball.
Well, these Royals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that one gets past the catcher. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Lofton leads off second with nobody out. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Bobby Witt Jr. Now Jimmy Garcia gets the ball now.
Number 93, Jimmy.
Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Got him swinging. Some high cheese for strike 3. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Freddie Fermin. And first offering is fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Struck him out swinging. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Number 56, Hunter Harvey.
Now this is in the air down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Andujar, long run on his horse. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double. And now, Andres Jimenez, 1 for 3. And a bunt towards third. So runners at the corners, nobody out. And next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. First offering, and it just misses.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here at the top of the ninth. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first. He did not go around. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Makes the grab, 1 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game,
makes the catch. Runner tags from third. Maybe bluffing there as he returns to third. So they're down to their final out. Taylor Ward next up for the Blue Jays. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1's the count.
He swings and fouls one off.
Finish him.
Harvey is just 1 strike away.
0-1.
And 1-2. And misses inside. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
well done, drives in the run. Really important at bat coming up now.
First and second, 2 outs. Tyler Heineman next up for the Blue Jays.
Miller.
So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, George Springer. Big spot for him here. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Jimenez over at second. Ward at first. 2 out of the inning.
That's a ball.
And that's down and away. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Throw to third. Out. And that's the ball game. Skeens with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should.